Have you ever noticed how some people carry everything alone? Not because they don't have problems, but because they stopped believing that sharing would help. They listen, they support, they show up for everyone else. But when it's their turn, they smile and say, "I'm fine." Not because they are fine, but because explaining feels heavier than the pain itself. People who don't share their problems aren't emotionally closed. They're emotionally experienced. At some point in their life, they learned a quiet lesson. Not everyone who asks cares, and not everyone who listens stays. Maybe they opened up once, and were met with silence. Maybe their vulnerability was minimized, rushed, or misunderstood. Maybe they were told to be strong so many times. That strength became their only language. So the mind adapts. Instead of reaching out, they process inward. Instead of asking for help, they calculate solutions. Instead of hoping to be understood, they lower expectations. Psychologists call this emotional self-containment, a coping mechanism where the brain decides that carrying pain alone feels safer than risking disappointment again. These people don't avoid sharing because they lack trust. They avoid sharing because they've learned how fragile trust can be. They don't want advice. They don't want fixing. They don't even want sympathy. They just want to be understood. And when that rarely happens, silence becomes easier. There's also something else beneath it. The fear of being a burden. People who don't talk about their struggles are often the ones who know how heavy life already feels. They don't want to add weight to someone else's plate, so they carry theirs quietly. They become the friend who checks in, the one who remembers your bad days, the one who listens at 2 a.m., while their own voice stays unheard. And over time, this becomes identity. I'm the strong one. I handle things. I don't need help. But strength, when practiced too long, turns into isolation. Here's the paradox. The people who need understanding the most often ask for it the least, not because they don't feel deeply, but because they feel too deeply to risk being dismissed again. Somewhere along the way, they learned that pain explained poorly hurts more than pain carried silently. So they choose quiet. But quiet doesn't mean empty. It means layered. It means reflective. It means a mind constantly processing, analyzing, holding. And yes, sometimes it means loneliness, because even the most self-sufficient heart still wishes, just once, that someone would notice without being told, that someone would ask and truly stay, that someone would listen without trying to fix, that someone would understand without being asked to. So if you know someone who never talks about their problems, don't assume they don't have any. Assume they've learned to survive without witnesses. And if you are that person, the one who carries everything quietly, know this: you're not weak for wanting to be heard. You're not needy for wanting support. And you're not wrong for feeling tired of being strong. Silence protected you once, but connection is what heals. And you deserve that too.